Hi everyone, my name is Ngọc Phương. I'm from class 2102, and in this video, I'm going to tell an inspiring story about a coffee shop of an unlucky man. On Vòng Street, Kon province, lies a coffee store called Sun House Coffee. The owner and employee of the store is a 27-year-old man with a scar face named Ngọc. When Hai was 6 months old, he unfortunately suffered a severe burn accident from falling into a boiling pot of porridge on the stove. The poor child's face was badly disfigured. The skin of his face drew down and attached to his neck. After 10 surgeries, his face still suffered from many sequelae. His life turned page after that accident. Due to his scary face, the kids in school teased and made fun of him. He couldn't withstand the cruel jokes, so he gave up after 4 months walking to school. It was as if he would be alone forever in his childhood, but then he made friends with a deaf and mute boy near his home. Two imperfect souls supported each other and got each other back. On a fateful day at the age of 10, Hai and his friend were led by a relative to the city, glamorous and luxurious city. The two boys were overwhelmed with all the things around them, and their eyes were caught by a fancy bakery. Inside the bakery is filled with cakes and pies with various flavors and colors. A thought flashed through their mind at the moment, and when they got home, they started accumulating for months. The day finally came. It was the birthday of his friend. The boys finally saved enough money for a small birthday cake. They couldn't hide their excitement for finally able to fulfill the little wish. Both ran as fast as they could to the bakery. But when they entered the bakery, the employees there thought they were beggars and immediately called the security to kick them out before they could explain themselves. Hai was dumbfounded. His friends burst into tears. Both of them fell into the abyss of despair. It was probably the most hurtful day of their lives. The cake was so close to their reach. After that event, Hai promised himself that one day he would open his own bakery. His bakery would accept everyone no matter their appearance or background, and it was the promise that changed his life. Fortunately, in 2016, Hai was sponsored by a charity organization to take a treatment trip to Germany for facial reconstruction surgery. After 6 months of recovery, he returned to Vietnam with the skin of his face separated from his chest. He then began to implement his little promise. He trained as a cook at CHØ, a social enterprise at Hanoi that provides a 2-year vocational training for unlucky adolescents. Although the learning was quite hard for a person who had not finished first grade like him, he completed his challenging course with persistence. After graduation, instead of returning to his hometown immediately, he went to Saigon instead to gain more experiences from the restaurants there. At the beginning of 2021, Hai renounced hustle life in the big city to come back to Kon, his peaceful hometown, to pursue his dream, open his own bakery. He rented an old house, fixed and decorated the place by himself, and turned it into a gorgeous coffee store. Some of you guys will question that his dream was to open a bakery, so why did he open a coffee store instead? Well, it's because coffee store usually makes more profit, and he still opened his own bakery. See? Quite flexible establishment, I must say. Although sometimes some of his customers are frightened the moment they see Hai's appearance, it doesn't bug him. He'll just go play guitar to forget it. When I explained the store's name, he said that he has named his store Sun House in the hope that his place would be like a warm sanctuary and full of love. He hopes that everyone who drops by will be welcome here under no circumstances. Especially for the rural kids. They won't have to go up to the city just to see and buy those birthday cakes like Hai years ago. And that is the end of the story. Thank you for watching. My last few final words. Hopefully Mr. Ngọc story will help you guys see life in a more positive way. We can reach our dreams if we hold on to it. Be optimistic. By the way, Happy New Year!